And in Psycho Talk tonight, Fox and Friends' Brian Kilmeade can't stand the comparisons between Occupy Wall Street movement and the Tea Party. He thinks the Tea Partiers just popped up out of nowhere.
The big question is Occupy Wall Street and Tea Party. They're actually equating the two. One was an organic movement that started across this country without any one definitive leader that just talked about getting spending in order. Right. Occupy Wall Street, you can't get a definition of what they stand for.
And Kilmeade thinks the Tea Party was an organic movement. The Tea Party was funded and organized by righty groups. And there was even an unofficial sponsor promoting the hell out of the Tea Party events.
Get ready to Tea Party.
April 15th, all across the country, citizens are standing up.
Here in D.C., what I'm covering in Lafayette Park, tomorrow morning, 1 million tea bags will be delivered by like 9 a.m.
Fox on top of tea parties, full steam ahead.
Americans outraged over unfair and crippling taxes.
How to get involved in the hundreds of Tea Party protests.
Not happy with how the government is spending your tax money and taking from you in tax money? You're not alone.
Angry taxpayers are going online and attending tea parties.
How about you? Would you go to one of these tea parties?
You know, it is unlike anything we've ever seen before, at least in recent history. Hundreds of thousands of outraged Americans may turn out.
We know of at least 500 cities.
Hundreds of towns and cities.
Hundreds of these tea parties.
Now we're talking about 500 cities tomorrow.
We are tracking 760 cities.
Look at all of them. That's where they're expected to be tomorrow.
Now more evidence that they're just getting bigger and bigger.
It's touched a nerve in American
people at a grassroots level are fed up.
It is a grassroots movement.
The big question will be whether or not the mainstream media will cover it.
The mainstream media is not reporting on them.
Will the mainstream media cover these tea parties? I think they may be forced to.
I've seen the other networks kind of mention them, but in a mocking way.
Yeah, because they don't understand.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Okay, well, people are mad.
A couple of tweets on Twitter. I think this could be the start of a real revolution.
It may end in a revolution.
Taking a stand at the Alamo, citizens revolt against more taxes.
Sean Hannity is getting 8,000 people in Atlanta.
Sean Hannity is going to be in hot Atlanta.
Sean is on the scene with Newt Gingrich, Joe the Plumber,
Rick and Bubba, Mike Huckabee, Neil Bortz, and a special performance by singer John Rich.
Let's take a look at all the hit shows here at Fox that are going to be covering the tea parties.
Neil Cavuto, he's live in Sacramento. Glenn Beck in San Antonio.
It's powerful Tea Party coverage.
I'm going to one. Are you going to be at one of these?
I'm covering one.
When these people are going to the tax tea party, and I've said that there's the taxes.
By the way.
Well, I'm just attending.
Well, Fox isn't sponsoring any of this stuff. We're just realizing there are a lot of people across the country who are not happy with.
There's a big difference between covering something and promoting it.
April 15th, as Tea Party sweep the nation on tax day. We're there with total, fair, and balanced network coverage. Live.
This administration has changed the direction of the economy towards more government and less private enterprise. That's what's happened, and that's what these people are protesting. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is not a sham, and it is not a fraud. It's now my great duty to promote the Tea Parties. Here we go.
For Brian Kilmeade to call the Tea Party an organic movement when his own network relentlessly promoted it is unbalanced psycho talk. Up next, the protests are spreading from Wall Street across the country, and support is growing, with everyone from labor leaders to Congress joining the fight. And later, we'll hear from some folks out here tonight fighting for the 99%. Stay with us.